Howdy ho, guys and gals. We're sitting around patiently waiting for Home Depot and Lowe's to drop their spring Black Friday sale. Now, Harbor Freight already has. We got a video on that you can go check out. But apparently they're not done. They're like, well, if they're not going to do anything, hold my beer. And they drop a huge sale here. We're talking 10, 15, 20% off on, I'm going to say it, premium brands. Because, you know, it's kind of funny to say that about Harbor Freight, but man, they are changing the game on this stuff. They got a sale this weekend, Friday the 31st through Sunday the 2nd. Let's jump into these coupons here, and I'll put a link down below to the coupon so you can take a look at it. Now, first off, we've got any Yukon. We're looking at, well, any Yukon, US General, or Icon even. No exclusions. Now, of course, it says no exclusions, and then, of course, they've got what? Yeah, they've got exclusions. But what are these exclusions? Limit one per customer per day, 10% off, and they talk about the 10% off versus the 15%. Now, when we compare prices, we're going to talk about the 15% because I've been saying if you're going to do this, it makes sense to join Inside Track. Not valid with prior purchases, non-transferable. Original coupon must be presented. Coupon cannot be combined. You can take digital, all right? You can go with your phone and be like, there's my coupon. They get it. Cannot be combined with other discounts. Other restrictions may apply. Valid dates. But I mean, they're not saying like not this one and not that one. If it's a Yukon toolbox, a US General, or an Icon storage product, it's up here. Let's take a look at it. Now, here's my take on this. All right, let me just because some of this is good, some of it's maybe not. On the Icon, those are great deals, but I still say look at the scratch and dent first. You got to go to the scratch and dent page. And take a look, because they have up to 45% off, I think. 40 seems to be the highest right now. That's definitely the way you want to shop if you're going to spend the money on Icon. Now, US General, as I've been saying, Series 3 is coming out. It's imminent. It's in, I think there's some in distribution centers. Now, whether it's when it's going to hit the store and hit the floor plan, it's going to vary by store because, you know, they try to coordinate everything, but it gets a little screwy here. If you haven't seen my video on the Series 3, you're going to have to go check that out. But all that stuff right now all the old Series 2 is going to get clearance out because it has to be gone. It has to be off the floor before they can put the Series 3 stuff out, right? So a lot of the stuff is showing up as clearance, and of course, that's going to be your mileage may vary in store, whether they decide to clear it out. It's all going to be up to the manager. Make sure you brought them a gift basket, maybe one of those edible arrangements. Maybe that's what she likes. I don't know. But get cozy with that store manager. Get nice with them. And maybe you can get a sweetheart deal that'll even beat that sale price. So I'm not going to say the US General or Icon are going to be the best deals there. Now, the US General full bank service card. Now, this is the first of the Series 3, really. And it was just on sale for $500. It's back up to $600. Even with the discount, you're only going to get down, I think it's $510. That's within spitting distance. If you missed it, you really want to get it. I don't think $10 is going to stop you, especially when you find out, yeah, the gray is out. I told you, if you've been watching, are you not subscribed? Did you not follow our coverage at SEMA? I told you, gray and white is coming. It's coming for Series 3. All the cabinets. There it is in the gray. That gray, and I'll tell you what, the camera does not do this color justice. I thought it was going to be terrible. I'm not a big fan of gray. You get there, and it is luxurious. It's gorgeous. But anyway, thanks to the guys over. Are you a member of the Facebook group? Because that was posted on the Facebook group today. All right, now Yukon. I think this is going to be a great buy for Yukon. You're looking at, was it $400? 20% off of that is going to drop it down to, what did we get math in my head? Actually, I'm sorry, it's 15%. I was saying 20. I was getting a little bit eager. So let's do 400 times 0.85. We're coming out at $340. $340. That's a ridiculous price. Now, I know some of you are going to go, but hey, man, you said that I should get the Husky, right? Well, that's before Husky jacked theirs up to $500. Is it a better cart? I think it is. It's a deeper cart. It's got the power supply on the side. It's better. Is it that much better? No. I mean, build quality is about the same. But at that price at $350 versus $500 or $340, that's a $160 difference. That's a hard one to justify. Anyway, let's move on to the next coupon. Next coupon is any floor jack or jack stands, all right? Now, this one, they've got a lot of new stuff. They revamped all the other things. Of course, my favorite floor jack, we're going to put that in quotes here, floor jack is the 3-ton Daytona long reach low profile. This is the do-it-all jack. It'll lift my buddy's MGs. It'll lift my 1-ton pickup truck. It'll lift anything. Kids like to go for rides up and down. Other than the Labrador, who won't have anything to do with it. It'll lift about anything, and it's got the little foot pedal there to get the quick pump up. Then you got the rapid pump to get it up in the air quick. It reaches higher than almost any of the other floor jacks. You'll see why I'm doing air quotes here in a minute. You're looking at, what is that? It is $200, let's call it $240, and it's 15% off. So let me clear this last one out. We do $240. I don't do math in my head. I don't trust myself. Times the old, was it 0.85, and we're looking at $204. $204, that's some throwback kind of pricing right there, okay? Now let's talk about some of the other stuff. The 6-ton jack stands, that just came out recently. That hasn't been out that long. We're looking at $80 on that. I'm rounding, I get it. Times 0.85 on that. You're looking at $68. $68 for a pair. Now remember, it's 6-ton for the pair. But 6-ton floor jacks with the new safety key and all the new safety stuff on them. I'm going to have to I need to grab a set of that. And I know Mater's going to give me hell because I haven't rotated my tires. I don't have my jack stands here, dude. They're all back in Montana. Anyway, this one I know we're going to get questions about. I don't know. And here's why. Typically, the really easy way to do a check on this to see if it works is you just go, you add it to your cart, you enter the code. If the code works online, it 99.9% of the time works in store. Shouldn't be an issue. Here's the problem. This is in store only. If you can find it. This thing is like a myth. It's a unicorn. As soon as they show up in stores, they're gone. People absolutely love this thing. Harbor Freight sent me one. My son has tried to steal it. I kind of hinted that I was going to give it to him, but then I saw, now he hasn't earned this thing. So, and I love it in my shop because it rolls over air hoses, it rolls over zip ties, it rolls over, people's feet. It's easy to move around. It's super, especially when you have bigger trucks and stuff like that. Will this lift my buddy's MG? Only if I use the other jack to get it off the ground first. There's no way the thing's getting under the MG. But that said, if you can use it, and I don't know, it's times the old 0.85. You're looking at, it would come in at $255 if you can do that. Oh my gosh, what a screaming deal! Now that said, don't be a pain. Don't sit there and say, "Hey, the bear online told me you could do." No, nobody's saying that. I'm saying I don't know. Good luck. Those are the two things I'm going to say about it. Now I'm just going to say something about today's sponsor, and that is Blind Barrels. If you missed the live stream the other day, boy, I have some fun with that. So Blind Barrels is my new kind of geek out passion. For those of you who don't know, I'm a bourbon, I don't want to say snob, aficionado. I've made, moonshine for years, and I love a good, American bourbon. And Blind Barrels deals exclusively with American whiskeys, bourbons and malteds and all sorts of stuff. And they send you out quarterly. They send you out a box like this. This is fabulous. This is such a nice box. It's like something you'd get from Apple or something. But look at that setup there. Comes in with 4 of those bottles there. Nice up. And you don't know what they are. It doesn't tell you in the package anywhere what they are. So you set them up. You do a tasting. You find something you like. And then you have a thing in there. They send you a little card, and it's got a barcode on it. And you scan that. And then you see on your phone, and it tells you what they are. And you can figure it out and everything. So there's nothing gets in your head. We had a lot of fun. There were 2 of them. Go back and watch the video. There's 2 I did not care for. There were 2 I really liked. And then if they still have it in stock, you can actually buy it and have it shipped to them. I love trying new bottles. I hate paying for bottles and not knowing whether I'm going to like it or not, because dropping 60, 70, 80 bucks on a bottle and being like, that thing's trash, I'm never going to drink it. Oh, look, $80 lighter fluid. Doesn't make me happy. So with these guys, $60 is your quarterly subscription, $200 is your annual subscription. This would be a lot of fun to sit down with the boys or the gals and do it. As, you know, every 3 months you sit down and you're like, okay, we're doing whiskey tasting. That's going to be a lot of fun. That said, the guys and gals over at Blind Bears were nice enough to give me a discount code. So I'll put a link and discount code down below, get you an additional 10% off on that pricing. All right, moving on. This is the big one. Bauer or Hercules cordless power tools. None of the corded stuff. When I saw this, I was like, ooh, corded tool, I get that. No, it's only on the cordless stuff, but it is 20% off. 20% off. This is any single item. All right. Same conditions, can't be combined. Must have the coupon, one per customer. Oh my gosh. So here's what I think the best ones are. And they're going to seem kind of obvious. If you're in the Bauer lineup and you do any kind of automotive stuff, you got to get this thing. There it is. This thing right here. I mean, it's a 1,000 pound. Go check out Torque Test channel if you don't believe me. Go check out anybody who's been testing anything. Absolute beast for the money. And they're going to knock 20% off that price. I think it's going to take it down to like 104. Let's see if I remember my math. We're going to do, let's call it 130 times 0.8. And you're looking at 104. Hey, I got one right. That is for a 1,000 foot-pound breakaway impact wrench. High torque. That's tool only. Tool only. That's insane. All right, what do we got up next? You got to be looking at this. This is the 20 volt. Now, I think it will apply to this because this has got a battery and a charger, but it seems like a great deal right there. That's going to knock this thing down to sub $80. This impact driver is just an absolute beast. Angry, just a little badger kind of thing. The Ultra Torque. Can we talk about the Ultra Torque at $200? All right, let's do the math on it. At $200 times 0.8, this comes out to $160. To get that pricing, you would have to go back to never. I don't think it's ever been at that price. That is a ridiculous price. $160 for one of the tool only, one of the most powerful high torques, ultra torques, the naming. But anyway, one of the highest power ones that you can get in the industry. That is ridiculous, but still not the best deal. Ha! Look at this. This is the Bauer 20 volt cordless miter saw. 7 1/4 single bevel sliding miter saw. It's $200, $160. The current sale price on it, they had a sale on it. Actually, I think it was taking it down to $170. This beats that sale. There's nobody selling a cordless miter saw anywhere near that price right now. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, the thing is, if you want to get in this line, you're like, well, if I'm going to have a cordless miter saw, I need to get a beast of a battery. Yeah, there's that 5 amp. But I wish they'd come out with the 8 amps in store. Yes, it is. 8 amp is in store. I told you they're sneaking that one out. I don't know why it's not on the website. They're not even talking about it. It was on the website for a hot second. They took it off. It's in store. You can go get it right now. Maybe your store may vary whether they've got it on the shelf, but that is on the shelf in the store. 8 amp hour, high capacity Bauer, $100. All right, moving on. Let's talk about this. Icon. 20% off for anybody. Inside Track is 25% off. This is going to be an Icon bloodbath. If you want to get something, you better get there quick because people are going to be clearing shelves at that kind of pricing. 25% off of Icon. One of the best tool truck alternatives, probably one of the easiest warranties in my tool truck. If you saw my tool truck alternative video, there's a lot of great brands out there. Tekton's a great brand. Capri's a great brand. Gear Wrench is a great brand. Sunex, there's a ton of them. But at 25% off, and you get a walk-in, drop-it-off warranty, oh my gosh. I tried to pick one. I did. I tried to pick one. Here's my list. It's all of them. Basically, for me, it's going to be going in and filling holes is what it's about. Just wrenches, impact drivers. The half inch, actually, I was looking for the 3/8. Long handle flex head on that. That is just the go-to one right there. If you've been looking at the torque wrenches, any of these, I do have the half-inch torque wrench. It's fantastic. All right. Anyway, let's move on because that one is it's just all of them. It's the entire list. What about the new Icon pliers? Have you seen the Icon pliers? Snap-on was sending out their little video going, our new pliers will pick up a nickel. I'm like, yeah, that's not that hard. And then Harbor Freight's like, I'll see you on that one. They do the same thing with their new pliers. The new pliers are nice. All right, let's move on. Welders, because it's springtime projects. You got them, they're buzzing around in your head, and you're like, oh, I'm going to fix some stuff. I'm going to build some stuff. We're going to make some stuff. 15 to 20% off welders. All right, this is going to be an easy list. Omni Pro, 220, 20% off. What's that take it down to? Oh, let's see. It was, I remember checking and thinking it was, oops, went too far. That it was, you had to go back to Black Friday in 2020 to get that. So you're going back 2.5 years. Sorry, 3 years? Oh, it's a long time. I can't think. Anyway, it is not 3 years, but 2020 Black Friday. So 2.5 years to get that kind of pricing. We're looking at 1150 times 0.8 on that. You're looking at $920 on that one. Next up, we've got the titanium 850. You'd go back to, I think, the January after that Christmas. You're looking at January 2021 to get this kind of pricing. And let's see what we're looking at. We're looking at 850 times 0.85, and it's at 722. And this is the unlimited 20. It does MIG, TIG, and stick. One of the other deals, the Easy Flux, that's taking it down to $160. That is, that is a while ago, since we're talking about that kind of price, like when it first launched kind of stuff. And that is a great beginner entry level. I don't know if I want to get into welding. I don't want to drop a whole bunch of money. Let me just try the super easy one. This is the hot glue gun of welding. Now, because it's flux core, there's no gas tank. The flux is built into the wire. You're going to want to do this outdoor in an extremely well ventilated area. There's going to be a lot of splatter and whatnot. So, I mean, that's true of all flux core kind of stuff. But this is a great, and it's tiny. It's nice. It doesn't take up a lot of space when you're not using it. All right, let's talk about predators. We got tillers, we got rotary tools, we got augers, we got generators, and we got engines. So what's the best one? It's not, I'm sorry, but it's not any of the generators. The generators have been on sale. They've been killing it the last 2 sales. I guess they decided to take it easy. They've sold enough because they went back up to $2,500. That's the Predator 900, was it 9,500? That's the one my family and I bought our own money. Love it. It's a great one. This is not a great sale for that. So I would say if you're looking for a generator, you probably missed the best time to get one. Maybe hold out. Maybe Father's Day, we'll see something good again. Actually, Spring Black Friday, I think, had some good generator sales in it. So you can wait for Spring Black Friday. I keep thinking we're past that with Harbor Freight because the sale is so good. They're just stacking sales. It's ridiculous. Let's talk outdoor power equipment, pressure washers. A lot of great deals. Did you know they have a 4,400 PSI generator? They do. We got the auger. We've got the tiller. You can do some gardening. Get the tiller. What a great deal right there. All right. The log splitter. I know, the log splitter and the wood chipper. A lot of you are going to be like, oh, it's springtime. I'm not going to be doing any of that. Do you think the sale is going to happen right at fall when you're going to be wanting this? No, it's not. But, I mean, come on. What is it? That log chipper or the log splitter is an $1,100 item. This is 15% off of that. This is the time to buy it. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. And if I'm going to buy an engine, this is the one I want to get. I have no idea what they do with it. But I want to play around with it. I don't know. I could find something to hook it up to. Anyway, let's talk about winches. Did I pronounce that correctly? I don't know. Give me a beer. Oh, wrong winch. All right. So the wife isn't here. I'm safe. Check mark me safe from getting beat up by my wife. Anyway, Badlands winch or off-road product. Off-road product. Offload Badlands off-road products. Okay. What was the name of that? Badland. Look at that. Off-road product. That's an off-road product. 20% off. All right. Anyway, let's move forward. Easy one. The Apex. Come on. This thing is a beast. 1,200 pound with the synthetic rope, wireless remote, $630. You're going to knock 20% off of that. Let's see what that is. What does that look like? 630 times 0.8 is 504. 504 for just an absolute beast with the synthetic rope. That is a great one to get. The other one to look at is this. Now, this is a new item. The Apex 5500. This is your ATV or UTV drum winch. You know what this would be great on? A utility trailer also. How about that? And let's look at this. 260 on that? 260 times the old 0.8, and that's going to give us what? $208. Synthetic rope. This is the long drum, not the short drum. Again, I'm thinking about snagging that for one of my utility trailers. In fact, I need to call my buddy who has a car trailer. And yeah, we need to discuss that. Anyway, moving on next. Quantum or Braun lights, all of them. They're just, there's just too many to list there. The linkable lights are great. The work lights are great. They're just fabulous. Now, also we got the tarps. Here's what I'm going to say. Silver tarps are my go-to. All right. Blue tarps are great for stationary items that don't get a lot of wind. We get a lot of wind in Livingston. The silver tarps are nigh indestructible. The black tarps are indestructible practically. 25% off. Great price on tarps. We got gloves. 25% off on gloves. Now, okay. And two little sneaky items here. These are not out yet. And one of the viewers sent me this. And I didn't ask him whether I could use his name, so I'm not going to say his name. But you know who you are. And look at this. He found this showing up on the website. And it was like if you search and you can find it, but if you go to the page, they don't show up. But if you do the search and the preview kind of stuff, they show up under that. The central, because we were seeing that the central machinery sander, the 4x36 is going away. Here's its replacement at $140. That's a huge jump. It's a huge jump. I don't know if anyone makes the super cheap one anymore. Nobody else, I looked, nobody else is down at that kind of price category. Everyone else is around as close to this. The Win, all the other generic ones, they've jumped up in price. This may be the new normal on that. I'm sorry. Now, I've been really hard on the other one, saying that as it is, it's pretty much junk and you got to mod it and do all the stuff to it to get it to work right, which is true. It is what it is. The Bauer 4 cubic foot cement mixer for $400. Boy, they blindsided me with that one. That looks like a nice, tidy little cement mixer. Not that I'm really doing any cement projects right now, but you never know. Anyway, there you go. Let me know what your favorite thing is you're looking for with one of these coupons. What do you use it for? Put it down below. While you're down there, don't forget to chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on your way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.